Breaking news. Protesters and federal agents clashing in Southern California over recent ICE arrests.
Right here at 11, check it out. Naked and dancing on top of a moving police car in Contra Costa County. This video going viral after it was captured in Antioch.
Tonight, people are really celebrating, obviously having a good time, but also they're recognizing it's about being open, about being who you are, being not afraid to express who you are. And the people that we've interviewed, that's kind of the bedrock of the reason they came here at the end of the day.
Today on American News, you're going to be seeing things like the opening clips. I'm going to be talking about these things because I realize that I have not seen that type of thing since I arrived in Russia. Now, I am telling you right now, I am not saying that these type of things will not happen. I am not saying that these type of things have never happened in Russia. What I'm saying is I have never seen these type of things since I've arrived in Russia. Now, these are current events. These are very important topics. So let's get into them. We're going to get started with this cop surfing guy. I have not even seen a little bit of disturbance against the police in Russia, but this is not something unusual in the United States. When I was growing up, I saw a lot of people doing weird stuff, and in the center of Los Angeles, there's always one or two crackheads who are naked or half naked, and they're doing this type of stuff. So this is definitely a clip that is real. This is definitely a clip that is going viral right now because this is on a cop car. And people might say that this is a thing that doesn't happen usually in the United States, and I'm only calling this out because it's abnormal. No, guys, this is normal where I'm from, but I haven't seen anything like it in Russia. Now, I can say that I have seen people get arrested in Russia. Usually it's like drunk people, but they're not really causing any trouble. And I've been told that if you do try to step up to the cops here, they can rough you up and take you to jail immediately. They do put people who are too drunk in jail to sober up. But this is what I hear about the people. I've never seen it happen where they're actually being aggressive against the drunk people, but I have seen people in handcuffs. In Los Angeles, I have seen so many people half naked, crossing the streets, going to the bathroom in the streets, and then the cops get involved. But this is the first time I've ever seen a guy surfing a cop car. Let me know in the comment section if your country is a little bit of easygoing with this type of stuff. In this video, you'll see in the end, they didn't really brutalize him. They actually took him to the hospital.
The police chief says that officers were able to talk the man down into getting off of the car. Officers detained him until an ambulance arrived, ultimately deciding it was best for him to go to a hospital to get some help.
I think the officers did a really good job with using time and distance, not trying to push the issue, communicating with the guy so he wouldn't get hurt and nobody else would get hurt.
I am really surprised that nothing happened to that man, and I'm very happy and thankful for the police for acting professional. This is the first time I've ever seen a naked man surf a cop car. I hope I never have to see that in real life here in Russia. Again, I am not saying that it's never going to happen. I am not saying that it's never happened, but I can guarantee you that I've never seen it in real life here in Russia. By the way, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do consider subscribing and putting the notifications on. I appreciate your support. And now it's time to move on to the second thing that I have not seen in Russia that I just saw on the news in the United States. Being from California, I'm very much exposed to the gay pride community. I have nothing against them. I am not gay myself. I'm pretty sure maybe out of the hundreds of siblings that I have, probably one of them is gay. I don't give a damn. I have met many people in real life who are gay, like I said, in California. Now, I have experienced that in California. You saw in the opening clips where they're actually celebrating 50 years of gay pride. This is something that you're not going to see in Russia. I have never seen it, and I don't think that it's even happened. Now, this is one of those that may not happen in my lifetime and probably hasn't happened in my lifetime, but the reality is that I don't care if it happens or not. I am just stating the facts. I have never seen this type of activity in Russia, and I don't think that it's going to be happening in Russia. Now, one disclaimer I have to say is that just because I'm pointing it out, again, doesn't mean that I am against it. I don't care what you do behind your doors. I don't care who you want to lay in bed with or who you want to fall in love with. These are just things that I saw on the news today that happened to pop up and catch my attention. I realized that in Russia, I haven't seen even a gay flag, which is pretty interesting because I think there is a huge gay population here in Russia, because I do see a lot of people with colored hair and people holding hands. Like, I see gay people on the street, but I don't see them having these huge parades, and I don't see gay flags everywhere. This is something very, very interesting. And it really makes me curious, guys, because I've only lived in Russia for 3 years, and I'm being honest, I have never seen a parade. But if you are from Russia or you've been to Russia in the past, let me know if there's been anything equivalent to what we saw in the opening clip. These gay parades or gay flags out and about. I have never seen it, but I'm curious to know, the people who are watching who have been here longer than me or who are Russian and have lived in Russia, have you seen gay parades or gay flags everywhere? Comment down below. And now it's time to move on to the most important topic. This topic is dear and near to my heart because it's taking place right now in the city of Los Angeles, and I've actually been through like 3 of these in the past. These are riots that are happening in Los Angeles, whether it be for immigration or the wrong president being elected. I have lived through so many riots in Los Angeles. This is something that is very serious, but again, we're going to talk about it. I've never seen this happen in Russia. Now, in the background, you're going to be seeing this video. I can't put the sound because they are throwing tear gas. They are shooting these bean bags. The people are rioting. They are fighting against the cops. The President of the United States, I think, even declared sending the National Guard to the city of Los Angeles. And this is actually something that has happened so often in Los Angeles. You're going to be looking at people moving around, waving Mexican flags. This just seems to be one of the biggest things in the United States. The United States is in love with illegal immigration. Okay, I came from a parent who is from Mexico. My parents became legal the old-fashioned way by going through the system. I understand that there is not a lot of room for everyone, and I don't know how it works up there, but I understand that some people have to come illegally. That's just how it is. But when you play those games, you have to understand that you could get deported. Now, the population of Los Angeles is lunatic. It's absolute lunacy. You are going to destroy your city waving Mexican flags, never ever lived there in Mexico, never paying taxes. You're not citizens of Mexico. You have no American pride. And it's very unusual because I started thinking, I've never seen the people waving Uzbek flags here, Tajikistan flags here, and fighting against illegal immigrants being deported in Russia. I've never even heard of it. I wonder if it's ever happened. This is the part where I really want to know from the Russian viewers if there's ever been anything like what you were seeing on the screen. Let me give you the premise. Someone was deported in the United States. I believe he was illegal here, or if he wasn't, it doesn't matter because he was brought back. Now, the problem is that people are against illegals being deported. This is very clear because they are actually rioting and holding posters that says no deportation, leave the immigrants alone, and all of these things. So you know why they're actually doing it. The government could have messed up and deported the wrong person. I understand this. I know some veterans actually that were deported in the past, but that's neither here or there. In this point that I'm trying to make is that an entire city is rioting over illegal immigration. They want it to be legal. They want illegals to be able to come to the United States, and they are willing to riot for it. Has this ever happened in Russia? I have never seen it. I can't even imagine something like that happening. You know, I can't imagine the news having to talk for days on in and days out, talking about how there's people just lining up in the streets, having fights with cops about illegal immigration. This for me is absolutely mind-blowing that it's still happening, because I've been through this, like I said, at least 3 times. The 90s were crazy, the early 2000s were crazy, the 2010s were crazy. It seems like this is almost every 4 to 5 years. Every 4 to 5 years, the Los Angeles and the rest of the United States is angry about deporting illegal aliens. I have never seen this in Russia. I don't think it's ever going to be happening in Russia, just like the gay parades. The guy surfing a cop car, that one might happen in Russia because, I mean, a couple beers and you feel like you can rule the world, yes? And here in Russia, they drink the vodka, they can go cop car surfing. But the other two, and especially the rioting for illegal immigration, I don't see it happening. Please, if you're watching this video and you think, oh, this is propaganda for the Russians, I didn't tell that guy to go surf a cop car naked. I didn't tell the people to go have the 50th anniversary in a huge gay parade. I also didn't tell Los Angeles to riot for illegal immigration. This is the reality. And I like talking about Russia and where I came from. And I thought that it was an interesting topic because these are clear and obvious things that I probably won't see ever again as long as I'm living in this small Siberian town. And even if I go to Irkutsk or if I go to Moscow, I doubt I will be seeing that kind of stuff. To me, it's very strange when I get called out on these things because it doesn't make any sense. If you are an American and you don't like when people call out the bad things in America, then you support the bad things in America. Now, by me comparing these things and saying I've never seen it in Russia, it doesn't mean that Russia's a better place. I just point out these facts and it seems to bother so many people. Now, in my opinion, these are non-political things. These are just observations as well. Everybody's so polarized. You have to be on one side and hate the other. You have to like one thing and not the other. No, I don't care. To me, when I make these type of videos, again, I am not saying that Russia is perfect. I'm also not saying that my country is the worst. All I'm saying is I ain't never seen no naked guy surf a cop car. Now, if that kind of stuff bothers you, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm out here living my life in Siberian Russia, and it's been 3 years now since I've seen any crazy stuff. And I just saw the news today and so many crazy things were happening. Things that I personally don't care if I ever see again or if I ever see in real life, like that naked guy surfing a cop car. Now, I am only saying this because it's embarrassing for me. I get like secondhand embarrassment when people want to call it propaganda or say, why are you comparing these things? Just live your life. Guys, relax. Relax. It's okay to talk about the things that we see. It's okay to communicate. It's okay to have different ideas. It's okay if you don't like Russia, and it's okay if you don't like the United States. I happen to like both. I happen to say that Russia's the worst place until it becomes the best place for you. And I acknowledge that there is many people from Russia that want to go to the United States and see naked people surfing cop cars. Now, I don't care. It could be one or the other. I'm just having fun here talking about the things that I saw today on the news that I don't think I've ever seen and I probably won't ever see while I'm living in Russia. I've showed you in the past what the streets of Moscow look like, and the big cities in Russia for the most part look very similar. Now, the reason why some of these things that I showed you I don't see happening in Russia, it's just of how the society is built, right? I don't see riots potentially happening in cities like this. The people that inhabit these cities, they don't seem to be the type of people who support illegal immigration, and they don't seem like the type of people who will enjoy fighting the police while being pro illegal immigration. You can see in the streets, the people probably have something else in their mind, right? Like, you don't really see them wanting to fight the police. These are people that are living in another world. Their culture is different, and this is just how it is. And I'm telling you, when you look at these people, you have to wonder which one of them is going to get high enough to surf a cop car. I don't know, and I'm being honest. These people that live in the Russian cities are much different than the people that live in a typical United States city. I have seen it with my own eyes, and that's why I'm reporting on it. The one thing I do see, like I said, is I see a lot of gay people in Russia, a lot of lesbians, a lot of gay men. But I believe that the president of Russia did pass some sort of law where you can't really be throwing these type of things in form of propaganda for your group, right? Like, you can't be doing these gay parades because it's imposing your beliefs on the rest of the people. I think that's how it is. But anyways, guys, let me know what you thought about this video. If you haven't seen what's happening on the news, if the topics that I covered you've never seen, just look them up. It's really easy to find. Thanks so much for watching. Please do consider hitting like, and I'll see you later on the live stream. I'm going to be talking about these 3 points on a live. Bye, guys.